Let's talk about the meat.
All right, so nominated for Best Grilling Food and Most Recommended Brand, as well as 7 full nominations. And you can go check all of them out at QVC.com by searching our Customer Choice Food Award nominations page. Today, though, we're going to bring you one of the basics in your freezer. The one that you go to weeknight after weeknight for great meals. It's a steak. And it's a black Angus sirloin steak. They're 6 ounces, they're tummy filling, they're absolutely delicious and so juicy. And today we're gonna bring you 10 of them for 4 payments of $24.99. Of course, you get free shipping and handling, and your item number is M87253. Now, you can get these immediately, or we can ship them out to you on June 18th. But today is your day. Oh, I'm sorry, July 18th. We're past June 18th.
That's June 18th. That's okay.
Or July 18th. And you're also going to get, like I said, 10 of the steaks individually vacuum frozen and blast sealed. And then right over here, we also have for you the seasoning to go along with it. Now, if you want it immediately, only 300 to go around. If you want it July 18th, I have fewer than 500 to go around. So not a lot for this award show. If you want it, now's your chance to get it. Everything has a great value and price today. M87253. Now's your chance to get these items home. We're going to bring in the man who we call our butcher here at QVC and America's butcher. His name is Ray Rastelli. Ray, congrats on your nominations, all 7 of them.
Yay!
Thank you so much. We are just honored by our QVC guests, and you know, Alberti and Rachel. This is really fun for us, especially when I get to do this with you guys. But this was the very first item that I started with on QVC almost 7 years ago. So think about that, how long this has lasted. And this has been a staple, but I want you to look at it. This is black Angus. It's all sirloin steak. Now, this is not the sirloin steak you'd buy in a supermarket, because what you're going to notice is there's 0 fat on this. But because it's black Angus and it's been aged for 28 days, let me show you what the steak looks like on the inside raw, because this is what you should expect, right? This is, you see marbling on the inside, but what you don't see is fat. You don't see fat on the sides. You don't see it on the top. You don't see it on the bottom. You just see beautiful steak. So it is the leanest steak we provide. It is incredibly tender, but full of juice. And as Rachel, as I saw you slicing that steak, it just made me hungry looking at all the juices coming out of it. And you know, I love calling this the everything steak, because this has to be in my freezer. It can be a kebab. It can be a fajita. It can go into a bowl. There's so many things we can do with it, or it can just be a great steak, because we're in this right in the center of barbecue season.
Well, we're so excited about it, Ray. We're very, very busy on the phone lines. Here's what I want you to know. If you want this immediately, we have fewer than 100 to go around. If you want it on July 18th, we have fewer than 300 to go around. So $24.99 on a credit card, M87253, our #1 food brand. We had a meeting today with the buyers and the whole team and everything. It was like Rastelli is the #1 food brand at QVC. They've only been here for 7 years, but they've made such a mark because our customers love the quality and they trust the quality. And I know, Ray, you always say your mom taught you that, right? You got to trust your dentist and your butcher, or your doctor and your butcher.
That's right. I mean, at the end of the day, when you get in front of the butcher counter, which I have been there for 46 years now, you know, my guests come in every day. They expect me to give them something that's going to be good for their family. So I get to look them in the eye, just like I respond to our QVC guests. I want to make sure I bring you something to your home that we would bring to our mom. And this is that very first steak we brought to QVC, black Angus sirloin, and they're all individually vacuum packed and blast frozen. So this package seals in all the freshness, keeps out all the bacteria, and this will stay in your freezer for 12 months. And what I love about this steak is if you get in a pinch and you don't know what's for dinner, you can make anything out of this steak. Take it out of the freezer, put it under cold water for about 15 minutes. Let the cold water run over top of it, and it's going to be thawed completely and ready for you to do it. Anything that you want with it. And don't forget the seasoning, because the seasoning's coming.
And don't forget the gravy.
And don't forget the gravy. You know what? I mean, Ray, you're bringing us such taste, juiciness, flavor, and you know, great texture and like gutsiness when it comes to just a really satisfying meal. And this is $9 and change a steak. Like, think about that. And then again, this is Black Angus.
Yeah.
They're sirloin steaks. They are from the Rastelli Group, by the way, supplies the world's only 7-star restaurant in Dubai with their meats and their chops. You're getting your Black Angus sirloin steaks from that same location. And we're always thrilled and privileged to talk about this. Ray, the Rastelli brand is up for most recommended brand again.
Again.
They were actually a winner
winner
of that brand 2 times previously. As Alberti said, our #1 food brand, but it's because we keep coming back for more because of how consistently exceptional all of your cuts taste, Ray. Let's talk a little bit more about the flavor of the sirloin itself. Like how this is just, you know, one of those sought after cuts.
It is, and the reason for it, remember, the sirloin is right, and look at that juice. And that's because the sirloin is right on the hip. So it usually has bone all the way around it, but we take the bone off. So closer to the bone, you're always going to have a sweeter piece of meat. So that sweetness that you taste in there, but you don't get any fat. And that's what most people love about this steak. It's going to be tender. You can see the juiciness, but it's full of flavor because it just sits right on that hip. And of course, that flavor, it just comes through each and every time. And the moisture is what I love because remember, there's no fat on the outside. So where's the moisture coming from? It's coming from the inside of that steak. And that's what you should expect.
Yeah,
there's nothing like a steak fresh off the grill. And that's what you get with these. Here's what's going on. Sold out of immediate. Fewer than 200 remaining in in that June or July 18th ship window. Final 200 to go around. If you want it, $24.99 on a credit card at 87253. No auto delivery on this. By the way, best grilling food, most recommended brand nominations, 7 nominations total. Go vote, go vote, go vote at QVC.com. Please do that. We had over 80,000 votes last year. This year we want more. We want your opinion. We want you to tell us which brands are your favorite. This is our #1 selling food brand here at QVC, Rastelli Meats. You're going to see Egg Harbor later with the salmon.
Exactly.
With the Faroe Island salmon.
Some surf and turf over here, honey.
Yeah, you can do surf and turf.
Put some things on
you want to serve it with some of that white rice?
Yeah.
You can do anything. And today we have it for you at a great value. Yeah, there it is, surf and turf. Final quantities now.
Wow.
Fewer than 100 to go around. If you want it, now is your chance. Please, QVC.com or your mobile apps.
The other one with the street corn.
Oh, I know.
Oh
this
my
one
gosh,
looks
that's so good.
Well, that's what we're all eating right now,
Let's look at that
right?
now.
The street
next
corn.
One. Ooh, yum. And you know what? If you're like that grilling person, you've got your Traeger ready, or you've got your, old-timey grill. Whatever grill it is.
I like this. This is what I want.
You love that?
Philly cheesesteak.
Yes, a Philly cheesesteak. You can use it, obviously, in fajitas. I love that we use it on top of a caprese. Super, super easy. But this steak, Ray, is so flavorful that it needs no sauce. It doesn't actually even need any seasoning.
Yeah. And he gives us the seasoning.
He gives us the seasoning. If
he does
we
all
so
the work.
desire, he does all the work. And Ray, can you just remind us, if somebody's just learning about you, you cryovac, you flash freeze each one in its own individual wrapper. Do you do that for anybody else?
No, just for QVC. And you know, there's a reason for that, Rachel. We want to make sure that the integrity of the product, when you get it, is just like when we cut it. So we age it first for 28 days. We then remove all the fat off of this steak completely. And then we cut it, we vacuum package it, and blast freezing. So blast freezing really keeps the integrity. The packaging keeps the freshness in, the flavor and juices in, but it keeps out the bacteria, and that's so important.
Ray, they love it. They already love it. It's sold out.
Cheers.
Cheers to you.
Yeah.
We will see you
Good
throughout
stuff.
this show, coming back with the Faroe Island salmon.
Some burgers, too.
Very excited about that. Listen, best grilling food, most recommended brand, Rastelli Meats. Go vote for them right now at QVC.com.